the heart of Europe, a city stood silent until, on one fateful day, 3 men were thrown from a castle window. They fell. They survived. But what followed was 30 years of fire, blood, and death. This is the story of how one moment sparked the most devastating war in European history, the 30 Years' War. The year is 1618. Europe is a powder keg. At its center, the Holy Roman Empire, a vast, chaotic patchwork of kingdoms, duchies, cities, and bishoprics. Here, politics and religion are one and the same. Since the Protestant Reformation a century earlier, the empire has been torn. Catholics and Protestants live side by side, uneasily. Peace exists, but only on paper. In the Kingdom of Bohemia, tension simmers beneath the surface. The majority of nobles are Protestant, but the ruling Habsburg dynasty is strictly Catholic, and they want control. The Habsburg Emperor, Matthias, grows old and weak. He names his cousin, Ferdinand of Styria, as his heir. But Ferdinand is a hardline Catholic, and when he begins to limit Protestant rights in Bohemia, the nobles are furious. On May 23, 1618, they act. Inside Prague Castle, Protestant nobles confront 2 imperial governors and their secretary. Accusations fly, anger boils, and suddenly, the nobles grab the men and throw them from the 3rd-story window, 17 meters down. Miraculously, they survive. Catholics call it divine intervention. Protestants say they landed in a dung heap. But no matter the truth, the damage is done. The Bohemian Revolt has begun. What started in Prague spreads like wildfire. Bohemian rebels form their own government. They raise armies. They declare that Ferdinand is not their king. The emperor strikes back. And soon, other powers get involved. Catholic states form the Catholic League. Protestant princes form their own alliances. Germany becomes the battlefield. But soon it's not just about religion, it's about power. Denmark enters the war, then Sweden, then France. Yes, even Catholic France joins the fight. Not out of faith, but out of fear that the Habsburgs are becoming too powerful. The 30 Years' War becomes a free-for-all. This is not a war of knights and honor. It is a war of mercenaries and madness. Armies live off the land. That means they loot, they burn, they kill. Cities are destroyed. Villages vanish. Farms are salted and ruined. In Magdeburg, over 20,000 civilians are massacred. In some regions of Germany, up to 2/3 of the population dies. Not just from war, but from famine, disease, and despair. This isn't just a war, it's a collapse of civilization. By the 1640s, everyone is exhausted. The war drags on, but no one is winning. Only suffering remains. Finally, in 1648, after 30 brutal years, Europe negotiates peace. It is known as the Peace of Westphalia. It brings an end to the war and reshapes Europe forever. The 30 Years' War was one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. It killed over 8 million people. It shattered kingdoms. It changed borders. It changed diplomacy. And it changed how Europe would handle war and peace. It marked the beginning of modern nation-states, the rise of secular politics, and the end of medieval dreams. All of it. From a single moment, a broken promise, a thrown official, a war that burned through an entire generation. The window still stands in Prague, as a quiet reminder that history can turn in a single breath. Thank you for watching. You want more powerful moments in history? Subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts. And remember, the past isn't gone. It's only waiting for you to be remembered.